carefully, and after I complete, if you have not understood, ask whatever you have not understood, okay? Because this is very conceptual topic, and we'll do it. Okay. So till now, what we have seen, what do we mean by Fourier series? Fourier series is possible only for periodic functions. Now, suppose you are given a non-periodic function. Okay, can you hear me now, everyone? Online students?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, can you hear
Yes,
me? Shivam, you're there?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear you actually. That's the problem. Please speak loudly.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, now I can hear you. Fine. So, half-range cosine series and sine series we are going to see. For that, what is the meaning of, first of all, Fourier series? Again, let's just revise it. When can we write Fourier series? Basic difference between Taylor series and Fourier series was that Taylor series was not periodic. We have Fourier series for periodic function. So now suppose the function is not periodic, then what happens? Okay, and the range which will be given will be half. What is the meaning of half? See now, whatever range we have seen, we saw it as either c less equal x less equal c plus 2. Either this was your range, or it was minus 10 less equal x less equal n, or 0 less equal x less equal 2n, or 2 pi. These are the ranges that we have done, and this was the total range, full range. All the examples that we have done till now, they were full range. And what is that full range? It is equal to upper limit minus lower limit, which is 2n. In this case also it is, first case it is 2n, in second case is also 2n. Do you see that? Everyone? All three cases, upper limit minus lower limit is 2n, which is full range. So what will be half range? L. You will be going up till L. Is that clear, everyone who are online?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you will be given this range, 0 less than x less than n. So half range will be like this. Means what they are doing? This which is there, minus n to n, that is considered as the full range, and half range is 0 to n. Is this okay? What is the meaning of half range? Clear to everyone?
Ma'am, will you repeat one more time?
Yes. Till now, we have seen Fourier series for periodic function. What do we mean by periodic function? The function repeats itself after that particular interval. And that period is given as to be with the help of this interval. The period t is nothing but upper limit minus lower. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is in the first case, upper limit minus lower limit is 2n. In the second case also, upper limit minus lower limit, that is 2n. In the third case also, upper limit minus lower limit is 2n. So full range is 2n. That is half range will be up to n.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And now they are talking about half range cosine series or sine series. So when do we get only sine series or only cos series? If the function is even, we get only cosine series. A naught by 2 plus summation a n cos n pi sine. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
And if it is odd function, we get only bn into sine n
And
pi.
sin and
Okay.
pi x upon
Very good. So for that type of even function or odd function, which is the range that is given, full range given, minus n to n. Barabar na?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if this is the full range for having cos function or sine function, expansion, then what will be its half range? 0 to n. Yes or no? If I want to write
Yes,
down
ma'am.
cosine series or sine series, the range which is given in the question is minus n to n, which is full range. So what will be the half range? उसके half. Minus n से 0 तक half range है, 0 से n तक next half range. So we will take the positive side, and that's why 0 to n will be your half range of the given function. Is it okay, everyone? What is the meaning of half range? Clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Others, please reply. If full
Yes,
range
ma'am.
is if full range is 2L, then the half range will be L.
L.
And since I want half range cosine series or half range sine series, I'll be looking at Which type of interval will be given in the question? Minus n to n. Even odd function कधी बघतो? When do we see even odd function? If your midpoint is 0. So the range is minus n to n. So if this is your full range, your range will be 0 to n. Clear up till this? Okay. Now they ultimately want only half range cosine or half range sine. So either the function should be even or the function should be odd. Then only I get a half range. Cosine series and half range sine series. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what they are going to give you in the question, they'll give you f of x. The function is defined on as f of x in the interval 0 less than x less than n, which may not be periodic. They won't say that it is periodic. So what we have to do, we have to extend it as periodic function. That's the first job. Because अगर हमको Fourier series दिखना है, तो I have to first have periodic function. So first we have to convert it to periodic function, and if I want cosine series, it has to be extended as even function. If I want sine series, it has to be extended as odd function. Is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us see now how do we extend that. So as the function is even or the function is odd, and then finally what is the meaning of Fourier half range cosine series, half range sine series? Is this up till this everything is clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now just see what will be given in the question. So f of x is defined in the interval 0 less than x less than n, which did not be periodic, but we want to find half range cosine series. Half range cosine series. So what we have to do, we have to define a new function g of x. We are going to define a new function g of x, which will be equal to f of x in this half range. What we want the expansion for f of x only, na? And in the half range. So what I am doing, but if it is not periodic, I want Fourier series. So let me make it periodic. And if I want cosine series, I make it even. If I want sine series, I make it odd. Okay? Yes, online students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So for that, g of x is equal to f of x in the given interval, which is given to you. And now, what is the remaining half of the interval? ये interval बाकी का half ये समझ में आ रहा है? If your full range is minus x less than x less than n, then what will your remaining? This is a half range. Remaining half range will be minus n to 0 now. Yes or no? Quickly, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Others, Rishikesh. Full range, if it is minus n to n, then what is the half range 0 to n? The remaining half range क्या होगा? Minus n to 0. So यहाँ पे here I will define g of x in such a way that the function becomes even. If the function is even, I will get half range cosine series. So for that, I will define in this range g of x to be f of minus x. G of x to be f of minus x. Why I am defining that? Because I want in this range, negative range में मुझे f of x and f of minus x same चाहिए. So I will show you how it becomes even. When I define it as f of minus x, g of x is becoming even. Is this clear? I am defining it like this. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? क्यों define कर रहे हैं ऐसे? ताकि मुझे g of x even मिले. If g of x is even, what type of Fourier series expansion I get? g of x अगर even रहा तो कौन 0 हो जाएगा? dn will become 0.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And what about a naught and an? They will exist, and I will get the Fourier series expansion of a naught plus summation an into cos. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that for that, let us find out whether this g is even or not. So when do we say that a function is even? If g of minus x becomes g of x for all x, then I say that the function is even. Correct? This is a
Yes,
basic
ma'am.
definition of even function. So let us check now. So what is g of minus x? Please listen carefully. G of minus x is find wherever there is x, you have to put minus x. So it will be f of minus x 0 less than minus x less than n, and this will become f of x because minus of minus will become plus x. in the interval minus n less than minus x less than 0. Is this okay? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ तो लेकिन ये फंक्शन डिफाइन हो गया, दिस इज फाइन, बट व्हेन आई डिफाइन कांस्टेंट के लिए मैंने डिफाइन किया माइनस x के लिए, अगर मुझे ये कंपेयर करना है g ऑफ x से तो लिमिट्स किसके होने चाहिए, x के होने चाहिए, देन ओनली आई कैन कंपेयर. सो हाउ आई मेक दिस x टू बी x, इसको माइनस x से x में कैसे कन्वर्ट करेंगे, करेक्ट, मल्टीप्लाई बाय दिस वन, यस और नो.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so let me write down that and show you how it becomes. Okay, yeah, that I did. So that multiply the limits, only the limits, by minus 2. What I get, g of minus x will become equal to f of minus x, and it is I'm multiplying minus sign. So 0 into minus is 0. So 0, when you multiply by negative sign, your inequality is reversed. So 0 greater than x greater than minus 10. Correct? And this is f of x, L greater than x greater than 0. What is this equal to? Really write it properly. It is f of x for 0 less than x less than L, and f of minus x for minus n less than x less than 0. Compare now. देखो दोनों, is this g of minus x same as g of x? Did you get g of minus x is equal to g of x? Yes or no? Yes, please quickly reply. G of minus x is becoming equal to g of x. So what is g? G is even or odd? G is even function, and therefore what will be the expansion for g of x? If g is even, this implies bn is 0. Bn is 0, and once bn is 0, your g of x expansion will be a naught plus summation into an cos of
Cos of
n
n pi upon L.
upon l. With what will be the formula for a naught? A naught का formula क्या होगा?
A naught is equal to 1 upon L integration of 0 c to c plus 2L into f of x dx.
Correct.
Into
What is c to c plus 2l minus n?
minus L.
It is even function. So what the formula for even function? A naught is 2 by L.
2 by
0 to L f of x dx. Is this okay to everyone? This is your basic formula. Everyone can know me, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
the limits, how it came like 0 to 2L instead of minus L to 0?
I will get it. Please ask one
Ma'am,
question.
will you repeat the concept regarding to the limits, how we have used the limits in this question?
Just when I have the function g of x, the limits are of x. When I wrote it for g of minus x, everywhere there is whenever there is x, I have substituted minus x. So I got here with minus x. Is this okay? यहाँ पे भी x की जगह पे minus x आ गया.
Yeah, ma'am.
minus x की जगह पे minus of minus plus x. Limits के भी जगह पे x था, they became minus x. But if I want to compare g of x and g of minus x, whose limit should be there? किसके limits होनी चाहिए? x के limits होनी चाहिए ना?
Yes, ma'am.
For that, I am trying to convert these to limits of x. अगर minus x 0 से l में है, तो x कहाँ रहेगा? It will lie between multiply this with minus. So it will become 0 greater than x greater than minus. अगर minus x कहाँ से कहाँ तक है? 0 से l तक है. तो x कहाँ बिलोंग करेगा? minus x से 0 में बिलोंग करेगा. Negative.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's what I use. And for that, what I did, I multiplied these limits by minus. So I got this 0 greater than x greater than minus n. L greater than x greater than 0, which is this. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, ये reflect greater than h multiplies by then if I want to compare. So that's why this which was 0 greater than x greater than minus n become minus n greater than x greater than 0. First यहाँ जो था मैंने second लिखा और second जो था वो first लिखा. In the reverse form, 0 less than x less than x. Now compare this with your g of x. Are they same? Both of them are same. But what I started with g of minus x, and when what I came to conclusion g of x. So g of minus x is equal to g of x for all x. That's why g is even. अगर function even है, कौन सा function even है? gx even है. So what we get? bn is
bn is
0.
equal to 0.
And what will be the Fourier series expansion? A naught by 2 plus summation x naught to infinity a n cos of n minus 1. इसके लिए a naught का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है? 2 by l 0 to l f of x dx. Correct ना?
Yes, ma'am.
You should ask
Yes,
me one
ma'am.
question. Which किसके लिए हम लोग Fourier cosine series लिख रहे हैं? g of x के लिए लिख रहे हैं ना?
Yes, ma'am.
तो यहाँ पे कौन आना चाहिए h
g of x.
g of x. लेकिन 0 से l पे g of x की डेफिनेशन क्या है? 0 से l में g of x की डेफिनेशन क्या है? f of x ही
f of x.
इसलिए this something
Yes, ma'am.
up till this it is clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am. So if the same
Yes,
element
ma'am.
goes from minus L to 0, then the function value will become f of minus x.
Correct. But that we
Yes.
don't want to use it only. Why? Because it is even function. तो 0 से
Yes.
l के लिए जो एरिया होगा वही minus l से 0 में होता है ना, इसलिए हुआ है.
Yeah, ma'am.
So that's why we don't have to take this because we are defining it. हम लोग define कर रहे हैं ना वो. Question में आपको सिर्फ f(x) दिया होगा. तो ये हम लोग जो define कर रहे हैं वो actual calculation में use ही नहीं हो रहा है. So don't use it. Only use whatever is given and you get the answer. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So let's
Yes,
write
ma'am.
down. Let's write down the formula for A. Please write down this quickly because this is not there in your local publications. This is from the reference books. Please write it down, and then I will explain you how do we actually go to the question which is going to be asked in your exam. This is what happens behind it. So first you write down this. Then I will also write down the formula for A and we'll ultimately write down given the question how will I write directly the half range cosine series and half range sine series. If you finish this side, should I rub this side?
Yeah, ma'am.
Because we have just defined one of the definitions. So what is the formula for A now again for g of x? It is 2 by L integration 0 to L g of x into cos of n by x by L. Correct now? Because who is even? G is even. So this will be your formula, right? Okay. But what is g of x in 0 to L by definition? It is f of x. So 0 to L f of x into cos of n by x by L dx. What should I do? Since g of x is equal to f of x in 0 less than x greater than x. In this interval, your g of x is f of x. Okay? Clear? Yes, is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you tell me in the expansion, now if you don't look at g of x, anywhere are you making use of especially g of x? ये जो g of x है, ये यहाँ पे भी use नहीं हो रहा है, so getting the answer is f of x. Yes, a naught will be f of x and a will be f of x. We are getting both the places f of x. Okay, and in 0 to l, g of x is f of x only. Okay, so what will be the half range cosine series? Half range cosine series for f of x in the interval 0 less than x less than x. g of x f of x बन रहा है इस इंटरवल. तो ये जो फूरियर सीरीज है g of x की, वो f of x की फूरियर सीरीज हो जाएगी in 0 to l. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
And therefore is so therefore the Fourier half-range cosine series for f of x in 0 to l is f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n to infinity an cos of n by x by l with a naught to 2 by x integration 0 to n f of x dx and with an is equal to 2 by l integration 0 to l f of x into cos of n by x. Is this okay? Is this clear? So that's your Fourier's half range cosine series. लेकिन हम लोगों ने वो फाइंड कैसे की? We redefined the new function g of x, जिसको हम लोगों ने even बनाया. Once it is even, dn will be 0, a naught n I r, and that will give me this expansion. When I try to find a naught and an, g of x is same as f of x in 0 to n. Since it is even function, it is becoming 2 by times 2 by l 0 to. तो वो मतलब g of x same है f of x से. तो कैलकुलेशंस में भी इंटीग्रल फार्मूला जो है a naught and then I take use of f of x and in this interval 0 to n f of x is g of x. तो जो उसका एक्सपांशन g of x का एक्सपांशन आएगा 0 से n में वो किसका एक्सपांशन होगा f of x. So that is called as half range cosine series. Is it okay? Why it is called half range? Why it is called half range? Because your given range is half. Is this okay, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Please write it down quickly. We'll solve the example very once. Others are also understanding, na? Please, if you are not understanding anything, ask. I'll try to work this part now, and I'll tell you how to find half range sine series. So this was half range cosine series. Now for half range sine series, can you tell me what I have to extend f of x? How I have to extend f of x? F of x को extension करके what I have to make? Even or odd?
Odd.
Odd करना पड़ेगा because yes.
Sine is odd.
Correct. So for if I want sine series, then it should be a odd. Is it okay? So just see now how I'm doing it. Okay. Again, the question will be half range sine series for f of x defined in the intervals 0 less than x less than n. So I will redefine the function g of x. How I will define? In this range, it is f of x. 0 less than x less than this range, let it be f of x because I want to find the expansion for f of x in this half range. Okay. In the remaining half range, I will define it in such a way that it will become odd. जैसे वहाँ define करके even कौन था? Here I will define it in such a way that it will become odd. For that, I will define it as minus of f of minus x. Minus of f of minus x. Is this okay? This is the definition given by us so that it will become odd. Just see now whether actually it is becoming odd or not. So let us see what is g of minus x. What is g of minus x? So what it will be? Tell me.
F of minus x.
Very good. For
0 to minus x to L.
correct. And
F of x minus of f of x.
very good.
Plus
Minus
x,
of
yes.
f of x.
F of plus x.
Minus and
Minus L to minus x to 0.
okay. Correct. Now, but again, I want the limits of x. So what I have to multiply by minus n. So therefore, g of minus x will become f of minus x 0 greater than x greater than minus n and minus of f of x for n greater than x greater than 0 multiplied by minus, which is nothing but what is this value? This is rewrite it in the form it is minus f of x for 0 less than x less than n and f of minus x for minus n less than x less than 0. First one I have written here, and second one I have written first. Okay. Now you take minus common outside. Should I have this part now? This side?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now this will become g of minus x will become, if I write minus sign outside, if I write minus sign outside, first term is f of x, which is 0 less than x less than n, and it is minus of f of minus x. So minus n less than x less than n. Is it okay? Listen here. यहाँ से मैंने minus से common ही बाहर. So first term which was minus became plus, and second term which was plus became minus. But what is this? Look at the definition of g of x. Plus है minus है. बाहर negative sign. So it is minus of g of x. Which was this. That means what? This is like g of x is what?
Odd
Odd. G of x is odd function. Once it is odd function, the half-range sine series. The half-range sine series. Right now, I'm writing for g of x, and then we'll see what happens for f of x. Will be g of x is equal to
an and a naught will be 0 and bn will remain as it is.
correct. So it is implying a naught is 0, an is 0, only bn will exist. So the summation n from 1 to infinity bn sine of n by
N pi x upon
x
L.
by very good. Everyone is getting it? Okay. And therefore, what will be bn? bn will be, what is the formula for function? 2 by n
2 by L into 0 to L as g of x.
into sine of n by x by
N pi x upon L.
dx. But what is g of x in 0 to n by definition? Let's see. G of x here. G of x in 0 to n is f of x. And therefore, this formula equals to for n integration 0 to n f of x into sine of n by x by l dx. And this is f of x in 0 less than x and n. This is g of x is this in whole interval, but this is equal to f of x. It's half range, and that's why your half range sine series for f of x is, it will be summation n from 1 to infinity bn sin by x by n. And bn is 2 by n 0 to n f of x and n by x by n. Is this okay? Clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Others? Pratik, Rishikesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Very good. If you have understood this, then now I'll directly give you the formula, because just see, here we have written it for g of x, but ultimate our aim is to write it for f of x. So we'll write down those formulas and directly we'll use it to solve the examples. But what happens behind that f of x is this on. G of x is redefined, where then it is made even, then it is either made even or odd. If even, then a half range cosine. If odd, then half range sine. So that I will tell you. And now when we go to solve the examples, we are not going to define also g of x. If the question says define g of x, which is the even extension of f of x, then only you do. If it is asked obtain the odd extension of f of x, then only you have to define. And what is the definition? If you want to make it odd, minus of f of minus x. In which interval minus equals 0. If you want to make it even, just f of minus x. In the interval minus x. This is your basic definition. Is it okay? I'll show you with one example.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, but right now, is this clear?
Yes,
everyone?
ma'am.
So please write down the formula now.
Yes, ma'am.
Therefore, half range sine series for half range sine series for f of x, half range sine series for f of x in the interval 0 less than x less than n, 0 less than x less than n is given by f of x is equal to summation n from 1 to infinity bn sine of n by x by n, sine of n by x by n, with bn is equal to with dn is equal to 2 by L integration 0 to L f of x into sine of n by x by n dx. Sine of n by x by n dx. And half range cosine series is given by half range cosine series for f of x. Half range cosine series for f of x is given by f of x is equal to a naught by 2 f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n from 1 to infinity an cos of n by x by n where a naught is equal to 2 by L integration 0 to L 2 by L integration 0 to L 2 by L integration 0 to L f of x dx and an is equal to 2 by L integration 0 to L f of x into cos of n by x by L dx. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now, can you tell me, one question is there which you should have asked me, but I'll ask you now. Tell me, what is the difference between general even odd function and this question? We are saying these are half range. So what is the difference between the general even odd
Ma'am,
function?
sometimes the f of x is replaced by g of x.
So to make it full range, it is given as g of x. Otherwise, what is the thing? Anybody else?
The midterm of the interval is not 0.
Right now it is not 0, but when we are extending it is 0 only. Na? Minus n से n जब कर रहे हैं तो 0 ही है ना midpoint.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody? Anything else that it is striking you? How is that? In your even odd for f of x. If I am talking about f of x being even or odd, what is the range? Minus n to n. Yes or no? If I am talking about even odd function,
Yes, ma'am.
and f of x, when f of x defined minus n to n defined होगा ना, यहाँ पे f of x भी defined है 0 to n भी defined. Are you getting it? So the limits which are given to you are sums. That's the basic difference. So आप क्या करते हो generally? That's what. Just a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Generally, when you are trying to find even odd function, that time the given range is full range, minus n to n. But now in the question which is here, it will be given as 0 to L only. So it is half. That's the basic difference. Rest all the formulas you can see they are same. Na? A naught ka formula 2 by L 0 to N. An ka formula 2 by L 0 to N. Formulas are same. Expansion is also same. What is the basic difference? The interval. In the even odd function, it was given as to be minus n less than x less than n. But here it is given f of x defined is 0 less than x less than n. So only half range is given. So what you do? You try to find period. Let's find the period upper limit minus lower limit factor this, na? And that becomes 2n. So this was the full range. Now what is the thing? Directly multiply that will be n. Are you getting it? So for example, even odd ways, we had minus less than x less than 1. And that time we were saying 2n is equal to 2, so n is equal to 1. But now in half range, what happens? in half range problem series, you will be given 0 is less than x is less than 1. So what will be L? I'm going to take upper limit minus lower limit is 2L. No, directly compare the upper limit with L. Is this okay? That's the difference. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So is this clear? Directly the upper limit will be L and not upper limit minus lower limit will be 2L. That's the basic difference.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So let us take down the example now. Take find the half range, find half range cosine series, find half range cosine series for f of x is equal to 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus x by L. F of x is equal to find the half range cosine series for f of x is equal to 1 minus x by L. 1 minus x by L in the range 0 less than x less than L. 0 less than x less than L. Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what is given to you. Your half range is directly given. L is the half range. So it is asked half range cosine series. Half range cosine series. What's the formula? Half range cosine series. I tell the definition of g of x later. First, let us find out what is the half range cosine series. So what it is? Half range cosine series will be f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus summation n from
Into 1 infinity an cos of n pi x upon L plus bn.
correct. bn रहेगा क्या? half range cosine series it is asked.
No, ma'am, no.
So no bn. Or and in that we find a naught. What is formula? A naught 2 by n 0 to n.
F of x
F of
dx.
x. Yes. So what is that? 2 upon n. Ha. Look here. N is directly L. So 2 by n as it is. Integration 0 to n as it is. What's the definition? 1 minus x by n. X. 1 minus x by n. Do that integration that is due to a naught. So it is 2 by n. What is the integration of 1? X.
X.
What's the integration of x? X square by 2.
Hello.
2. So 0. Substitute the limits and get the answer. So what is a naught? A naught will now become 0. A naught will become 2 by n. When we put the upper limit. Lower limit, what will be the answer? 0. X is 0, here also it is 0. So upper limit you get n minus n square by 2n. So 1n is getting cancelled. And we are getting the value as 2 by n, L minus L by 2. L minus L by 2 is
L by 2.
and that's why your answer is 1. So A naught is 1. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What will be A? 2 by L integration 0 to L f of x into cos of n pi x by L. And that is nothing but 2 by L 0 to L 1 minus x by L cos of n pi x by L. Which formula to solve this? To solve this integration, which formula I want to use? Bernoulli's formula. Yes or no? You will do
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
So you will do it. Do that and tell me the answer. So 2 by L outside. What's the formula? U A it is fourth integration of cos. That is sine of n by x by L divided by n by L. X won't come after this again. Close this. Minus First derivative of this, that is, what's the derivative of 1 minus x by n? Derivative of 1
0
is
minus
0. 0 minus 1 by n. X का derivative 1 ना? And 1 by n is
yes ma'am.
constant. So minus 1 by n. And one more integration of this. That is minus cos of n by x upon n divided by n square by square n square. Okay, ये term constant ऐसे ही रहेगा. One more time we get n by 1. So n square by square by n square. From where to where? 0 to a. From 0 to a. Okay. Substitute and see what is the answer. Which term will become 0?
Sine.
Sine term will become 0. Everyone?
Yes ma'am.
Yes, Vedika, can you tell me? First term will, which term will become? First or second term will become 0? Sine term will become 0 because when you put x is equal to L, L cancels, sine n pi is 0 and, and sine 0 is 0. So first term will become 0. Okay. This entire term will become 0. Okay, second term remains and therefore, should I have this side? This one?
Yes ma'am.
Yeah. So your value of a n will become now. I'm writing it directly. It is 2 by n. I'm substituting the values now. The second term की बचेगा. So it is minus plus n square 1 by n square upon n square pi square. Upper limit is n. So when I put x is equal to n, n cancels. I get cos n pi. Cos of n pi minus cos of 0. And then n cancels n squares. So it is 2 upon square pi square into bracket cos n pi value is on is minus 1 is so that's the value. Okay, and therefore now what's the final answer? Just substitute in place of a naught, what's the value of a naught? Just in place of a and that's your half range cosine series. Is it okay? That's your half range cosine series.
Yes ma'am.
So put it like therefore half range cosine series is nothing but put the values there and that's your answer. That is a naught is 1, so it is 1 by plus summation and a is 2 upon n square pi square into bracket minus 1 is to n minus 1 cos of n by x by x. That's it. That's your answer. Okay. So for same function, can you try to find what is half range cosine series? Sorry, half range sine series. Yeah. For the same example, try to find what is half range sine series. You tell me what's the answer. So that means you have to just find BA. Half range sine series means you have to find BA. Please try everyone. Sharon, can you hear now what I'm saying?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, yes. You can hear me, Nana?
I think it's something from my side. My network is not good.
Okay, okay. So try to find half-range sine series, please. So only difference will be now you have to find BL. So half-range sine series as half-range sine series is f of x equal to summation n from 1 to infinity dl sine of n by x by n, where you have to find the value of dx. dx is equal to 2 by n integration 0 to l f of x into sine of n by x by l dx. N by x by l dx. So that will give you 2 by l is 0 to l, 0 to l. F of x is 1 minus x by x n by x by x dx. So this is your u, this is your v. So 2 by l is 1 minus x by x into this first integration of x minus cos of n by x by x. I'm not writing the second term because derivative will exist, but what's the integration of minus cos? It is minus sine. But sine, when I put x is equal to L, I'll get sine n pi. And when I put x is equal to 0, I'll get sine 0. So in both the cases, what will happen? It will be 0. So I'm writing it as to be minus 0. Okay? You can write that like this, the final exam. All the since you write down the result, in sine n pi and sine 0, both of them are 0. So the second term will be 0. And therefore, now the limits, what are the limits? The limits are 0 to L. So when you put the limit, you get 2 by L. Again, just see. When you put the upper limit, x is equal to L. L by L is 1. L by L is 1, so 1 minus 1, 0. So upper limit will become 0, only lower limit remains. When x is 0, it is 1. So minus lower limit, minus of minus will become plus. And when you put x is equal to 0, it is 1. Cos of 0. So cos of 0 is 1. Your answer is, we have skipped something. This can be, what is that? Divided by n pi by n. So n pi by n. This one gets answered. Is this very clear to everyone? 2 upon n pi. Everybody tried by themselves. Did you get it? 2 upon n pi. Value of BL.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you just substitute here. That's your half-range sine series. So it is summation n from 1 to infinity 2 upon n pi sine of n by x bar. That's your half-range sine series. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Others?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow is your last paper now. Fine. So, do you want me to show you that how the g of x is defined for this question? That is only for your understanding, because finally we want to find the Fourier series for cosine and f of x in 0 to 2. So this much figuring to that is good enough. Only for your understanding how we are extending that g of x. Okay, how we are extending that g of x, that I'll explain. Right. So should I rub this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me just show you how we extend. I'll show one. You try to find the other. G of x. So what was the question? The function was f of x is defined as 1 minus x by n in 0 less than x less than n. So g of x are defined like this. What I have said in the definition that we have to do. G of x is f of x. I'll write it for the first example I will now. F of x in this interval. And it is f of minus x in this interval. So it will be, what is f of x? 1 minus x by n in given interval. And 1 plus x by n, because x is replaced by minus x. So minus of minus will become plus, and this is in the interval. You check it, g of minus x will become g of x for all x. And therefore, g is equal. You can check that. Okay, what is the meaning of this? I'll just show you my drawing first. Okay, Samantha, everyone got it? What I've done, I've used the definition only.
Yes, ma'am.
The Japanese definition which was there combined, same definition I have used. I have replaced x by minus x. So minus of minus will become plus x by n. And you check g of minus x. This is g of x. So what will be g of minus x? Jahan the x is, everywhere you want to put minus x, and it will turn out to be g of x. So it will be equal. Okay. Now diagrammatically, it is very easy to understand. It's for me. Let's see how much you understand. Geometry. What is given to you? Only f of x is given. 0 say n. Between 0 to n, f of x is given. What is that? 1 minus x by n. How it will look? I'm trying to draw f of x. Then we come to g of x. F of x. 0 say n. So what is that? When x is 0. When x is 0, what will be the value of f of x? Everyone put x is equal to 0. So 1 minus 0 by anything is 1. Na? So you get 1. So this is say 1. When x is n, what will be the value? When x is n, what's the value? Put x is equal to
0.
n by n is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So you'll be here. So you got 2 points. What type of function this is linear function. Na? X की power क्या है 1. So it's a straight line.
Yes, ma'am.
Y is equal to 1 minus x by x. So it is of the type y is equal to mx plus c. So it is straight line. So join. If you know 2 points on the straight line, you can join the line like this. Is this okay? This is your f of x. Clear up till this?
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
if I want to extend this as an even function, what should happen? They are saying that if I want it to be even function, I have to define it in minus n to 0 as 1 plus x by 1 plus x by. Check 1 plus x by or not. When you put x is equal to 0, this is 1. Again the same point. And when you put x is equal to minus n, when you put x is equal to minus n by n is minus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 is 0. You got 2 like this. So extension of f of x, now when both are taken together, this is your. And that gets it is even. Can you see diagrammatically that it is even? Even if we have what is it? If this is x, this is f of x. Na? On y-axis, this is your point. What is f of x minus x? What is f of minus x? This is f of minus x. Is it the same as? So f of x is same as f of minus. Exactly the question. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? Diagrammatically, everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Tanmay, you got let ask this question. How to extend it? So if this is x, this is your f of x on y-axis. This is your y. And if this is minus x, f of minus x is here, so y coordinate is this. So are you getting it? F of x and f of minus x are same. That's why it is even. Is it clear? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So who will tell me? So ये हो गया आपका minus n से n तक. If I want to make it periodic, what's the meaning of periodic? Same function will be repeated ahead. So n से लेकर 3n तक. 2L and 3L. Let me 3L. So again I get same thing. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
This side also it will be minus 2L and minus 3L. So same thing. So that means it is periodic. So we are not just making it even, we are making also to be periodic. So it will repeat the same. So this is for even function. What will happen for odd function? What will happen for odd function? What was the definition for odd function? G of x was same as f of x in 0 less than x less than x and minus of f of minus x. Correct na? I have defined this way only na, minus of f of minus x. So what will be that? Minus of f of minus x matlab पहले तो ये होता था 1 plus x by n plus minus. Yes? Is this correct?
Yes, ma'am.
In which interval
Yes,
minus
ma'am.
n is. You try to draw this and you will see that it will become odd. If you have understood this, can I show it here only?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me just show you. So, your function is now become. Can you check this definition with me? G of minus x will become minus of g of x. This will be odd. So let's see now. Let me do that and so obviously you have drawn. This is your n, this is your 0, this is your 1, this one. Okay, so in the interval minus n to 0, minus n to 0, it is 1 plus x by n with minus n. Where will this come? Just check. When x is 0, it is minus 1. So it will be here. Are you getting it? When x is 0, 0 by n is 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1 minus n. So it will be here. And what about when n is minus, when x is minus n upon n. So minus 1, plus 1 minus 1, 0. So it will be here. So here, are you getting it? So it is symmetric in opposite quadrant. Odd function is symmetric in opposite quadrant. Here the area was positive, here the area is negative. What's the meaning of area? Area under the curve. So area negative nahi hai, but the values of y are negative, right? So they will cancel out each other. Is that okay? Are you understanding how it is becoming odd?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the extension, and इसका extension अगर आप आगे करोगे, so आप will come. This is the thing. कैसे किया? ये भी मैंने आगे किया. जैसे ये भी मुझे यहाँ पे किया. Okay. So those are the extension for periodic function. If you don't understand that extension, that's fine. But this is what is the meaning of odd extension, and the previous one was even extension. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll solve one or two more example. Tomorrow I'll take extra lecture from 10:30 to 11:30. Let's just discuss about that. Just a second, we'll stop right now. I wanted to ask if anybody else is taking extra lecture tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is taking?